Welcome to the MEDIAtors.
Whoa.
I'm so excited.
Our
for
listeners'
today.
ears are like,
Oh, should I go quieter again?
no, you've done
Welcome to the MEDIAtors.
It's too soft.
Too soft?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't have any in between. It's either too loud or too quiet.
You gotta be a ballet dancer. Balance.
Do I look like a ballet dancer?
Your face, yes.
My name is Brody, and with me, as always, is the lovely John Carter. Welcome to today's podcast.
Yes, sir.
We've got some fun things in store today.
I'm actually excited. I thank you. I get nervous because I'm like, did he take any of my stuff? Even though I read the stuff you sent me.
Yeah, you did not send me what you are going to talk about today, so I have no idea what you're bringing into this conversation.
That's good.
But I did send you mine, so you know what I'm going to be talking about.
Yeah, to all of our subscribers out there, you know, we're just going to get right into it.
Let's do it.
So I got some gaming news.
Oh, snap. What is it?
Yeah, two. I'm going for a twofer.
Oh, snap.
All right, so number one
All right.
is that there is a new war game coming out called 6 Days in Fallujah.
Oh, my goodness. I've heard of that.
Dude. Okay, so I don't think the graphics look great as of right now. But, okay, what have you heard about it?
I've heard of the political stuff. People are bashing on this game.
Really? I haven't heard anything. I was literally working out, looking at like YouTube videos when I was resting in between sets because, rest is important. But
I need some rest.
I saw it, and like all I know is just the game. So like, what were some of the things you were saying?
So it's like I don't know all the details, but like it's a very controversial like battle that happened, and they're basing it on like real events, and it's just like
that's what
people are like, why are you making this a game?
Really?
Yes.
Like, why would they make any war game like World War II, World War I?
But the actions that were taken by like certain sides were like very questionable. I'm assuming is what. I'm not gonna say names or anything like that, but I've actually met people. I feel like you should say names.
No, I can't say names. They don't live here, but that were in Fallujah.
Oh, okay. Like at that time, or like in general,
they were there, and yes. So
why can't we get them on the podcast and interview them?
No, I'm not doing that.
Let's do that.
I'm not doing that.
We can change their voice, blur out their face. I can do that.
Yeah. I might. You know what I should do is get my cousin on.
Okay.
I'm not saying he was in Fallujah, but he was an Army Ranger, which is Spec Ops.
Well, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, just talk about Fallujah.
Next episode, we're going to have Wilma hold you to that.
Just Wilma, yeah. We'll sit my cousin down like, is Bin Laden alive? And just start torturing him on camera.
Are you going to say Obama? Obama?
It was an accident. Osama Bin Laden, Obama Bin Laden. Like, it just... But anyway, so I actually... Political crud aside, the thing I was noticing about what they're trying to achieve in the game is really just the realistic side of war. And so like a lot of games kind of do that in a way, but they'll kind of fantasize certain stuff. Like for example, I was watching the gameplay trailer and they had like actual war people that were there, and they had civilians that were there and talking about kind of like the things they went through. And then one thing one of the soldiers was saying is that each house you go into is completely different than the next, which we know that. But so in the video game, they were saying each house that you go into, the layout changes, scenarios change. You might go into one. So I think that's good. I like
that because I hate in video games when you want to go into a house and you can't go in because there's nothing behind it.
There's nothing behind it. And I was watching the gameplay, and one point, like apparently, I guess you're a company commander or you're over your little squad. And he was saying, breach that door. And they all lined up and getting ready to breach. And you were telling them when to go in. And like everyone was taking point. It just looked like it didn't look like the whole run and gun.
Is this gameplay or like the trailer?
Gameplay.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was gameplay.
You always get the gameplay footage, and it's like never actually like the game.
Right. And I will say, because like in war nowadays, I've never been to war, but the stuff I hear from like friends and cousins, and it's not. It can get close and personal, but like it's not as close and personal. A lot of the stuff they're shooting. I mean, we've got snipers that can shoot people like almost 2 miles away. So it's just like the thing that I kind of like about it is it seems like a little bit more realistic. Like
360.
For example, in war nowadays, they'll have like confirmed kills. Those are you look at the person, you can do. They have to do paperwork and stuff. People don't realize that, but they do paperwork when they kill somebody. So like confirmed kills, but then there's unconfirmed where they weren't able to do the paperwork. They had to run. And so like, I think that's going to be a pretty exciting part. I'm actually excited about trying it out because it just seems like the realistic side of things seem pretty cool. The whole politics thing, I don't get it. I get that it was questionable, but like, I mean, World War II and World War I or Vietnam War, there were things we did.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
and
so it's just like...
maybe just the amount of time that's passed.
True, it's recent. Like, it's our generation. We weren't there, but like, we were kids, and like...
I'll do some more research when we talk to your cousin. I'll bring some more
he don't live here. But
we can Zoom call or something.
Oh, like yeah. I don't know if he'll do it. Because he's not someone that brags about it. He's just kind of like...
Well, he can just talk about it. You don't have to brag about it.
Ryan...
Let's just get his perspective.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. I don't know him like super well because I didn't grow up with him.
Say, hey, we got this really successful podcast. Yeah. All of our listeners want you to come on the show.
Absolutely. Please. And we have the best fan girls and guys in the world, like Wilma and Joan. My gosh. Steven. He's a little rascal. But so that's it for that little first half. My second half is this. So one thing I can't stand.
What can't you stand?
Cheaters. So people that
you can't.
I can't stand it. I just can't. So like, even if you're okay, so this is how competitive I am. Nara, that's my wife. She will tell you that like, if I'm gonna play sports and I'm gonna let a little kid, almost win. I'm not gonna let him win all the way, but like, let's say I might win by 2 points.
Yeah.
But the moment they start cheating, you're done. I'm gonna squash you.
What do you qualify as cheating? What is that?
Okay, so me and I love her little brother to death, but he does not like. He's super talented athlete, but he's super competitive, and he'll start changing rules in the middle of the game.
Oh yeah.
So I remember he was like 7, and he started cheating, like saying no, this that. It's like, oh, it's game on. I just started knocking balls out the park. I was like, we're done with this. I just squashed his confidence, but like,
good job. Way to destroy the hopes and dreams of a 7-year-old.
Yeah, but he's cool now, so he don't cheat. He's a really good athlete. But so apparently, video game wise, the biggest, they say one of the biggest, if not the biggest, video game cheat creators has been busted. And it wasn't one person. Apparently, it was a company of people. Guess how much money they were making?
$20 million.
$750 million.
Wow. That's insane. I knew it was gonna be high. That's why I went up there to $20 million. That's a lot.
So they were saying when they were getting busted, it was around $10,000 a day, give or take. But over time, they made around almost $1 billion. So when they seized the assets, they took all their cars away. People are doing prison time now.
For what? Like, I get cheating, but like,
exactly.
In terms of service?
Okay, for a few things.
When
they took the assets, these were not Toyota Corollas, Kias.
Yeah.
These guys were buying Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, things like that.
Have like a ton of money.
Exactly.
You can buy that.
So here's a lot of the video games that it wasn't even video games. It was really mobile games on the phone that they were supplying these cheats to. But also they were hacking in to Blizzard. They found out cheats for professional players to cheat in Overwatch, to cheat in Warzone. And so they were providing that. So when they were seeing like how big they did it.
Yeah.
Okay, to put it in perspective, like I was reading online today, I could be wrong. It was 135 companies. There's only 135 that's worth over $1 billion right now. And they were close to that.
I feel like, instead of prison time, like get your assets taken, all the money you earn or whatever, and like probation. Like,
I
you're
agree.
not allowed to
It's probably not a long time. They didn't release like time.
Yeah.
What's probably going to happen is they're going to serve maybe 6 months and then...
I don't think I understand it's a big deal, but at the same time,
it's a big deal.
Maybe you should meter out that measurement.
Because I think they're trying to make an example. First off, this was China, by the way.
Okay.
China. So... So that kind of shows you, like, over there, they take that stuff serious.
All right, I can see that, yeah.
But over here, they probably get, like, 6 months and some probation. That's about it.
Maybe. It depends on how angry the company is that's suing them and all that stuff.
True.
It's true. What about, like, lawsuits and stuff?
Yeah, it's true. And what if, like, let's say you're a gamer and you are going to, like, a Overwatch competition and you got cheated $1 million and found out that someone cheated.
Man, or what about the people that use the cheats then as well? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like, So, but I don't care about the jail time stuff. I'm just, holy crow, we had $750 million. That's a lot of money. Not including their assets.
Oh, man.
That just shows how much cheating there is going on, which I don't really care.
You get that anywhere.
I think I've only experienced a hacker one time on Warzone.
I feel like I was there with you. I've seen a couple like people that were definitely a little sketchy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like, for example, there was one, I think the guy, honestly don't, it was like maybe a year ago too. We were playing and I was parachuting in and like I died in the air. I'm like, what the freak is going on here? And then when you look at the kill cam, you can't even see me. He has like a Car 98, no scope, and he was shooting somebody, and it turns around 360, and just
that's terrible.
I'm like, that's a hack. But normally I haven't really experienced. Most people that die are like, oh, you're hacking, bro. I'm like,
people complain about anything.
They do, man, that's it for my little seggy.
Man, all right, that's good stuff right there.
Hey, thank you. You know what?
I learned something today.
Yeah. Hey, you're used to potatoes, but I just brought some steak to the table.
That's great. I'm a meat eater, so, we're the mediators. So
we eat meat.
Yes, well, sir. I'm going to be talking about GameStop. We all have a love-hate relationship with GameStop.
Yes, sir. Give me more than 2 cents for a game, please.
Please. But they are going to be potentially selling PC hardware now. And so, you have your consoles, Xbox, Nintendo, all that stuff. They are going to be expanding into PC territory with that kind of stuff. So they'll be selling
like gaming PCs.
Gaming PCs. Oh, yeah. The motherboards, power supplies, monitors, gaming TVs, and more. So if you go into a store or maybe online, it depends on, I guess, which area they're going to go with, but you'd be seeing something a little bit different than just your regular console gaming stuff.
How do you feel about that?
You know what? I've always kind of wanted to get into PC gaming.
Me
just a little
too.
bit. There's a lot of like fun games, like the Steam stuff. I think I'd have a fun time playing a lot of those games.
And like some of these PCs can do a lot more than a console can. So like
they're getting close. I've been hearing some good things about the Xbox series.
Really? And you're a diehard PlayStation guy.
I play for the games.
Yeah.
But like some of the functions, I was watching, one guy was able to play like Google Stadia stuff on their Xbox. So just different things like that is like I think consoles are going to be pretty catching up within the next 5 years.
I would assume so.
There's also I wouldn't say believe, but one of the developers for the PlayStation 5 games, they're talking about how they're going to be able to expand the capabilities of the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
A lot more than what we see right now.
That's probably what Skyrim's waiting for.
Probably.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Some of the stuff, and I don't really know all the details of it. That's why I didn't bring it into the conversation today.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's character modeling or something like that.
Ooh.
But like, it's like, what it was sounding like, it was like very technical stuff, which is not my realm. But it sounded very interesting.
When you said that, it made me think of what if you could like, I like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so I've been playing that. What if you could put your own game face on a character?
Oh my, that would be insane.
But imagine like the kissing scenes and you're like, you're seeing yourself kiss someone. It's just like, let's close off this path.
It's time for some breaking news.
Are you done with yours? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, so breaking news.
Breaking news.
All right, let me read off. So Witcher Season 2 production has now been like, it's done.
It's done. So they wrapped filming.
They've wrapped filming and it's in the editing process.
I heard you whistling this or singing this song earlier.
Oh yeah, cause a toying. But Oh, Valley of Plenty. But yeah, so Witcher Season 2 is done, and they are going to start editing it. So
that's fun. That's
Henry Cavill's foot's healed now, so that's good.
Oh, does someone have his foot?
Yeah, they had to halt production because he hurt his foot, and then COVID. Like, it's been a lot longer than what
you haven't shared this information with me, John.
I just found out. So
man, well, that's something I need to
what about you, man?
So ComicCon is back. COVID like locked out all this different stuff, events and everything. They're coming back November 26th through the 28th, which is very interesting because it's on Thanksgiving weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, so instead of like, I don't know what their play is here.
But the nerds are thankful.
I guess. But it's like, what about people that have like families and they wanted to spend time with their families for Thanksgiving, and now they're like, oh, I guess I want to go to like Comic-Con too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's an interesting thing.
I bet it won't be much of a turnout.
I'm curious to see what it's going to be. But let's be
honest, for you nerds out there, because I guess would you think I'm a nerd?
A little bit.
I'm somewhat of a nerd.
You're still in the closet.
They're not the most social people. Not all of them. Some of them are just like You know what I'm saying? Like, I think someone might be single.
You get a bunch of nerds together. I'll say that, and I think you can see it with our friend group.
Yeah, they'll take.
You get a bunch of them together, and there's a whole different character.
But the moment you get a football team of jocks walk in the room, they all scatter. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, there's some Jack nerds out there. I know a few. So the Warzone 2 update.
Okay.
There's a couple of things with it.
I'm still waiting for that new map.
Okay. Okay, that's the thing. Apparently, the new map was just leaked like yesterday.
Okay.
And it's not what we were thinking.
Really?
It's basically Verdansk again, but in the 1980s.
So they just put new skins on all the existing structures?
Yeah, but they did show some of the things. There are a lot of things that they add. I'm like, how does that work? Like when you travel in the future, that stuff should still be there, but maybe overgrown. Now there's new places. So I wasn't very happy, but
that's interesting.
We'll see. I mean, I'm going to give it a chance for sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah. Like not play it?
That's true.
So that's pretty. I've got some sad news about our favorite tiger-loving convict, Joe Exotic. He's getting a divorce from his current husband.
Wait, which one was it?
He was the one at the end of the document. The new one. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're getting a divorce.
Joe, man.
I know. I was like, man, this guy.
My dream was to work for him. I got some good news.
What's some good news?
So, did you ever see Knives Out, the first one?
I did.
They got a sequel coming.
Really?
And Daniel Craig's making a return.
You know what? That's actually on my list as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna tie into it.
You took. Oh yeah, tie into it.
Yeah. So not only are they getting a sequel, there actually is a couple sequels, and they're not really just for theaters. Netflix bought them out.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So that's something I think is interesting that like streaming companies.
I still haven't seen the first one.
Oh, it's pretty good.
And I want to because it looks like the type I'd like. It seems like, and I could be wrong, a Guy Ritchie feel to it.
It's very interesting. Like. It is kind of like that, but then there's like twists.
Exactly.
Where like what you expect is going to happen and then it doesn't happen,
right.
but it's still a good thing happening.
Gotcha. I had a feeling. Okay, you're next.
So there is a global chip shortage, not the food chips. I'm talking about like,
the Satan 666 chip.
Not that one either, but it could be involved in this as well.
Oh, wow.
But we're talking about like producing for cars, gaming, computers, all that kind of stuff.
A shortage.
There is a shortage going on or expected to happen. Unfortunately, there is a large demand right now for it with everybody being home, different things happening, a lot of increases of different stuff.
Send to the world.
So the supply is not able to keep up with it. So if you're looking for a gaming computer chip, get it sooner than later.
Yeah, and if you don't, it might be
too late.
2 years, and then we're gonna be
Can you imagine?
Fighting each other, and
terrible.
Zombies are gonna be coming out of the bathrooms.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, so we all know that.
Bathrooms? What are they doing in the bathroom?
That's where they hide. Everyone knows that.
Name one zombie that's ever hidden in the bathroom.
Steve. He hides in the bathroom all the time.
What do they do? So they get bit. They go to the bathroom and then they turn into a zombie and then or are they just hiding
every time
out there?
It's usually at nighttime. I'll see him walk out my bathroom. He's got an orange hoodie on and a camouflage jacket. Maybe I just got a homeless guy.
Like, why would a zombie be in a bathroom? They don't use the bathroom.
In case he has to take a dookie.
But they don't. They're dead. Their bowels don't work.
But think about. Oh, that's a good thing to talk about. So what if zombies? Why don't they eat a whole human?
No, they just eat parts of them.
But think about it. What if they eat a whole human and they don't duke? What happens? Their stomach explodes.
I guess you're right. What does happen when they eat?
Yeah, they gotta. Dude, could you imagine coming across a zombie taking a deuce by an oak tree? And he's like, "You got any toilet paper?" Like,
but you're right. Like, so a zombie eats something. I mean, that's got to go somewhere. So if they eat like a ton of people, I mean, you're right. Do they just get bloated and explode?
I would assume so.
That's odd. Maybe that's why they're always like their guts are spilling out.
That's true. That's a good point.
Maybe it just falls out. So
we should write a zombie film.
Out.
Yeah, and where they eat, you just see one walk in, he takes one bite and explodes.
These are the zombie questions we need answered, and that you needed to
please
have answered as well.
Yeah, please let us know. That would really change my life. So you liked Venom, the first movie? Did you see it?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't either. But apparently it was pretty good. Well, they're making a Venom 2.
Right.
Sad news, they're having to push back the release date again. Which, this is the time of pushing back release dates because of COVID.
You know, that's like a lot of movies are doing that right now.
Yes.
In fact, we'll see if Black Widow gets pushed back because it's like July.
Yep.
I think it's when it's coming out. So Russell Crowe joins Thor 4. I don't know why that felt like it was going to be difficult to say, but he's joining it. So that's going to be a fun I'm very curious to see what he's going to be doing in that. I just want to see him because like they had a gladiator thing last Thor movie.
Yeah.
So I want to see them make some references.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice because I like.
He's a great actor.
Yeah,
he's fun. I think he can get. But he can feel a little lazy.
Yeah. On
some roles that he does, but I mean, I enjoy when he's like really pushing for a role. I feel like he does a really good job.
Yeah.
But I think most actors have different films where like they phoned it in, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I've seen Russell Crowe a few of those films that are like he really does not seem to want to be there. He's doing it for a paycheck.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this one he's gonna give it his all, which I mean it's a bit higher quality films generally. So I'm hoping they're gonna.
He might have fun on this one, but then in other words, we know he's like a serious guy on set, so he might take it too serious. But I don't think I think he won't disappoint. He might be the funniest guy in the whole.
That's true. I wonder if he's funny like off this, off set.
I don't know. I think yes.
Russell Crowe, are you funny?
Are you funny, Russell?
Are you funny?
If you are, hit me up because I got some jokes.
Let's do a comedy showdown between you and Russell Crowe.
Me and Russell Crowe.
That's right.
So like a dad joke type thing. Me and him just sit across. Yeah. I'll probably
Let's keep it PG for the kids, but yeah.
Yeah, like I could just say like you died in Gladiator. That I'd win that. That's more of a roast.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that was funny though.
Dude, have you seen him in Beautiful Mind?
I have not. I've seen clips of it.
Good movie.
Some studying stuff, but I haven't seen the full movie.
He did good. Yeah, very believable.
Didn't he have like an affair with like a young girl in that movie?
Dude, did he? I don't know. It's been like 10 years since I've seen it. But I remember.
I might be thinking of something different.
I don't know. That would be not an affair. That's statutory rape.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're still having an affair at that point,
true.
If you're married.
That's true. Yeah, I just know he has like a mental break in the movie and like starts hallucinating. He did pretty good.
Maybe he was hallucinating that part. With the rose petals. Remember that?
Oh, I thought that was American Beauty.
Oh, man.
With Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Okay, I did.
Is that called American Beauty?
I think you're right.
Yeah, that's him.
That's who I'm thinking of because it was like
I've
creepy,
never seen that.
And I was like, Kevin Spacey, so that makes sense.
Detective! In Seven. Have you seen Seven?
Yes, I've seen Seven.
Yeah. You looking for me?
Obi-Wan Disney Plus series cast announced. There's a lot of fun people in that one. They're starting filming in April.
But then they confirmed that Jabberwocky, whatever the guy's
Jar Jar
name
Binks is not in it. That's what they're assuming because he congratulated them and said he wished he could have been on it or he would have been open to it.
Ooh.
So it could be like a, hey, red herring type of thing.
Probably later on.
But I don't know. It'd be kind of fun to bring it back in some role. Godzilla versus King Kong director. He's set to direct the new Thundercats movie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay. That would be interesting. I'm
talking about King Kong today.
Really? I never really got into Thundercats, so I'm like, I have no care about seeing this movie. But if it's fun, I'll see it. Last of Us TV show is going to start filming in July.
Wow.
It's coming up soon, so we're going to be seeing this one probably next year. Pretty excited about that.
COVID.
And that's about it because we already talked about the Netflix buying Knives Out sequels.
Yes, sir.
Moving on.
Movies and shows. Today, I'm talking about the new King Kong versus Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, have you seen it?
I have not.
Well, then you can't really talk about it.
But here's what I am going to talk about though. So I've seen the trailers, and I'm just going to be honest, I'm not interested. So I'm just kind of like, it's probably not going to be that great. Lo and behold, I was looking at reviews today, and Rotten Tomatoes has it at 80%.
Well, this critics. Come on.
But then when you look at the reviews from like just normal people that watched it, is highly rated. About 90% of the reviews were 5 stars.
That's interesting.
It's crazy, but I'm not even going to talk about those. Like the big thing was like they were saying like CGI was great, the action was awesome. So. They were saying like I would love to go to the movie theaters and watch this. Like high regards, but of course you're going to have no matter how good the movie. Lord of the Rings, we know people that don't like Lord of the Rings. But
we don't talk.
I'm going to read some of these 1-star reviews.
Oh, we got some 1-star. I love 1-star reviews.
1-star review time. Okay, I'm going to read that one last because it was my favorite. But I can say their name on here, right?
Go for it.
Yeah. Alexander Sell says, if I could award 0 stars, ... I would have. If you want a politically correct monster movie that checks all the boxes for diversity and inclusion, then look no further. You want a moment of unity between monsters and supposedly hate each other, but weirdly abide by some silent code of monster honor? You got it. All I wanted to see was smashy smashy, and Hollywood can't even give me that.
Who doesn't love smashy smashy? Come on.
Smashy. Hollywood can't even give me that without shoving their politics down my throat. Oh yeah. I feel like I was supposed to watch other movies prior to this installment, but because I had no idea what was happening with the plot. Absolutely trash. Try again. Alexander, man. Don't get so mad. This one says, I have a real problem with this movie. This one does not have a name. He says, I have a real problem with this movie. Did I see it? No. Did I need to? What? Why would I?
Why are you going to leave a review?
That's what I'm saying. Okay, but he goes on to say, even in the most distorted fictional reality, Godzilla wipes the floor with Kong 10 times out of 10.
I don't know. I saw a clip when Kong landed a good punch, and I'm like,
okay, I think Kong wins.
I think it'd be a pretty close fight.
Godzilla has killed countless beings with that would dispose of Kong in seconds. How would Kong fare amongst Muto 1 and 2? I don't know what Muto is.
It's just a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Probably not that great. Maybe I'm taking this too seriously. Or maybe I haven't huffed enough glue that Legendary has. Wait, maybe I haven't huffed enough glue that Legendary has. He misworded something.
Legendary's the company.
Oh, it has to have been handing out to make people see this movie. He just worded it.
That's
weird.
Insane, but like...
He said a better movie would have been 10 Kongs versus 1 Godzilla. I might actually believe they have a chance. Also, 5G has not taken over my brain yet.
Oh my goodness.
I think this guy's huffing some glue.
I could see that a little bit.
Yeah.
This guy's having some fun over there.
Yeah. It's so
not fun.
This one's probably my favorite. Well, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my favorite. I couldn't watch any more beyond the 29-minute mark because the wokeness of this show, first off, it's a movie, has defeated me. Man inferior was the overwhelming theme up to the half-hour mark, and it made me wonder who their actual target audience was. This is definitely a typical guy flick, but it seems like there are only weak, cowardly, and clumsy men in this show. Up to the first 30 minutes in parentheses, she says. I have a sneaky feeling they actually wanted to name the show Godzilla versus Queen Kong.
Oh my goodness. This guy needs some more smashy.
So, Aaron Davenport, this is the last one, but my favorite one. What a turd. I'm completely amazed at my stubbornness to sit through the movie. This has to be the worst movie I have ever seen in at least a year.
Obviously, he's not seen Snyder Cut.
Shoo, yeah. A lot of people, the 1 stars, people were like comparing to Snyder Cut a lot.
Oh my goodness.
The holes in this plot, storyline, and unremarkable characters means there are only 2 hours of my life I will never get back.
See, now I gotta see this movie.
Oh, for sure.
Oh man.
But what a turd had me dying. But my thing is this, like most of these reviews were 5 stars. It was very there wasn't a ton of 1 stars. But I was just like, let's see what the 1 stars. And it's like Die Hard Godzilla. When's the last time you met someone that's a Die Hard Godzilla King Kong fan?
Both of them. I've seen some Godzilla fans. Not a whole lot of King Kong.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's not like no one takes it super serious. I've never met anyone that's like, how dare you say that Kong would lose? I'm just kind of like,
I've seen some people get a little argument.
Yeah, I'm sure there is, but I just thought it was funny. I'm like, these guys are for real freaking out over a movie.
That's hilarious. You got to just kind of ignore those guys.
No, yeah, because you can make, for example, like that's one thing about movies is you can have an opinion. Make sure you let them know it's an opinion, not truth. So, like, for example, like Lord of the Rings, we know people that think it's a terrible movie. Come on,
I'm trying to remember who thinks that's a terrible movie.
His name, Dale.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he said he wants his money back. And
I think he was just trying to be funny.
No, he was dead serious. Like, he lives by this. And so I'm just kind of like, you know what? Just because there's not Hulk Hogan running around slamming people because, he liked WWF or whatever. Because I didn't grow up watching it. But, so anytime, for example, Citizen Kane. Yeah. Great film. But I don't like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, you know what? Let's make some Waynes watch some Citizen Khan. But that's it for me, brother.
But, I mean, and I've also heard some people complain about the movie because, like, the human element's always a little, like, lacking.
That was a big thing I was seeing. Was like
people are like anything with like people is like boring, or the characters are just like weak, stuff like that. So I was actually the director of that King Kong movie versus Godzilla was saying he thinks it's about time for us to have just a monster fight with no people in it. Yeah. So I would be kind of curious to see if they could pull that off.
It would be. I honestly probably wouldn't see it.
I think it'd be a little boring. Like, what are you going to relate to?
It's just like, yeah, because that's the point. Like, there's guys, mainly guys out there that's like, let's see explosions. And I'm just kind of like, I want to see.
Go home and watch The Expendables for the third time.
Dude.
30th time.
Even they have like some relatable moments. Like, there's depression.
Yeah, or there's like funny stuff at least.
Yeah, yeah. They would probably have to throw some funny stuff. Like, give King Kong a big, like, beer gut. Which he's
like
already...
Thor.
Yes. Yeah.
Make him all depressed.
Could you imagine an Avengers King Kong and Godzilla crossover?
That'd be interesting. I feel like the Avengers would wipe the floor with them though. Any of them. They take down.
Yeah, I think so. I think they would destroy King Kong.
Why? Because they can coordinate.
Yeah. Well, but what if King Kong like becomes Winston like in Overwatch and is super smart?
Even then, I feel like you have some like you're outnumbered.
Do you think the Hulk is strong as King Kong?
That's a good question.
Guys,
I'm going to say enough to pose a threat.
Yeah, I would say. But then he get stronger the more like
angry he gets.
So if King Kong's winning.
Yeah, but that's just I feel like that's something they just say to like, oh yeah, he'll beat anybody because they'll just get stronger and stronger. But it's like,
true.
There's a limit. There's got to be a limit.
Yeah. Like, what if he reaches that limit, just becomes a man again? Starts running away, holding his ripped up pants. Ding it. Oh, fudge. What do you got, brother?
Fun. So they released the Suicide Squad trailer, which I don't know if you saw the first one this is like a reboot of it. It was not that good, and that's another thing people want to see the director's cut of it rather than the studio's cut, because apparently it's a big difference between it. But James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy extraordinaire director, came in to offer his own unique vision on this one. And from what people have said about James Gunn, if you've only seen his Marvel movies, you really don't know all that he does. He does a lot of like blackball, kind of grotesque humor and stuff like that. So they're expecting some great things out of this one. We'll see what happens if we're going to be let down by it.
Have you seen the trailer?
I saw the trailer. It looked kind of funny. I enjoyed it. I think it's got more promise so far. But again, it's a trailer, so you can't build off too much of it.
Right.
But I'll say this. The trailer did not show the entire movie, which I'm very grateful for. Because I feel like any kind of superhero movie or comedy, you're going to get like everything in the trailer. We got it. We have enough on the trailer to like, okay, here's some different characters. I don't even know what really they're doing at this point. They're just going to be doing something. So we'll see exactly what's going to happen. There's going to be a big bad that they're going to have to fight. I'm all here for it. I want to see what they're going to do with it and see if it's better, because I think just about anything will be better than Suicide Squad. This is the Suicide Squad. The first one's called Suicide Squad. Ooh. That's how you differentiate between them.
Can you imagine being the creative mind behind that naming? Like, hey guys, it's revolutionary. Huge idea. It's going to be, instead of just Suicide Squad, let's add 3 letters in front of it. The Suicide Squad.
Well, it's like, I mean...
Dadgummit, Johnson, you're a genius.
You want to make it different, but like it's the same thing. You don't want people to feel like it's a difference.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they...
I got an original name, Suicide Squad 2.
Oh, but it's not a sequel, it's a reboot, I think.
Oh.
Because it's got some of the same characters from the first one.
Juicy.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like, they might make references to the first one, but as far as I know, this is like pretty much, hey, let's start over on this, because I don't know. Yeah, they're like, the first one did terrible.
Yeah,
just terrible.
And that's why I didn't see it. Like, when
it was pretty boring.
Yeah,
it was lame. I'll just say that it was lame.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm probably going to give it a watch, because I think I'm more of I like, story is huge. But if there's not one character in there I don't like or can relate to, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, that's why like you want to watch the characters, like the interactions, like what kind of chemistry they have with each other. Are they fun to watch? Because if they're not fun to watch, I mean, if they're just like boring or bland or hate each other the entire time and there's nothing that comes of it, you're just like, why?
And I feel like I got to relate to the character in a way, like, like, man, like I can see myself as that, or like I'm in that predicament or something. Just, you know, we're not fighting Thanos, but I'm just saying, like, there's this side of a character that I like to see, and
the flaws and all that.
Yeah. The human For example, and I love mystery. So like when you introduced me, I didn't even know about Arrow until and then y'all introduced it to me. So I was like, whoa! It's like, this character is awesome.
Started out good.
I give it 3 good seasons.
It went downhill after like season 4.
Yeah, sure. I agree.
In my opinion, I mean, some people thought earlier, some people
later. I think you're right. It's definitely after season 4. But okay, well, you good?
I think yeah. Are you ready for the rumor wheel?
Rumor wheel. Spin it. It's spinning in my eyes.
That's weird.
So what rumor? Oh, do you want me to start with?
You want to start and then I'll. Yeah. How many do you have?
1.
All right. You do yours first and then I'll finish it off.
Really? You have 1 too?
I've got 3.
3. Okay. Dang. Look at you. I just have a hard time finding rumors.
Oh, I found some fun ones.
Did you?
I think so.
Mine's not really fun. It's more serious. And
I've got 2 that are maybe happening, and the last one I thought was just funny, and I'm going to bring it in.
Really? You ever played Alan Wake?
No.
You ever heard of it?
His name sounds familiar.
It's an action adventure game. It kind of looks like a thriller. It looks pretty cool. It's reported that they're making a second one. It's not confirmed, but apparently one of like the big wigs that's a part of it was on a Twitch and he was talking about it, but it's not completely confirmed yet. So if you guys out there like Alan Wake, you need to be Googling that, because apparently even when you Google Alan Wake, Alan Wake 2 automatically pops up and it says video game. So I think it's gonna happen. I need to go. I need to play the first one again. Yeah.
Game. Is it a series if there's just one?
No.
Yeah.
But it could. But it could be a
potential series.
Potential series. Yeah.
So,
but if you know there's gonna be a series, then it could
call it
be
a series.
Yeah.
Fans of the first game.
But then what if like
always be safe
let's say like I make a video game, right, and it's like there's gonna be a series, but then something happens and it never becomes a series. Now it's no longer a series. It's just a video game.
Standalone. Intended to be a series.
A standalone intended to be a series, like William Wallace intended to be a farmer. Inside joke. We'll let y'all in.
Let's
on that
move
debate.
on to some more fun stuff. Marvel is setting up the Young Avengers, or are they? We don't know. So
how young?
Pretty young. Like oh no, it's actually the name of.
Could you imagine a bunch of 6-year-old Avengers running around like
I
am Thor? You're sore? No, I'm Thor.
So we've seen a few different characters pop up throughout like the movies and TV shows and stuff like that could be building that team. So we've seen characters that in the comics are on that team, and now we're starting to see them be represented.
Are you interested in it?
I'm here for whatever they got. Let's see what
would
they
it
bring
be a cartoon?
No, it'd be live action. So they've already brought like the characters with the same names into the so Falcon and the Winter Soldier just introduced a character that's in the Young Avengers in the comics name. And so now we're like, okay, well, are they going to be setting up this? Because we've heard references or seen other people cast as that.
It's such a huge like market.
Yeah,
I think it.
So you know what Marvel likes to do? They like to tease little things out, and then like a while later, that's when they'll introduce it for real. So that's something that they might be setting up. Yeah. So keep an eye out for Marvel's Young Avengers coming up, maybe. Second, Halo Infinite might be releasing in November.
Oh.
So that's something to be looking out for. There's been some little chitter chatter going on around seeing maybe we'll be seeing it this year.
I could see it.
Maybe in November. So keep an eye out. That's always a good time for game releases right around the holiday season. Gotta love it.
Oh, for sure.
And my final rumor, which this one leans a little bit more towards probably not going to happen. But this one was Deadpool is taking over Stan Lee's cameos in Marvel movies.
In all honesty, that would be awesome.
That would be hilarious. Yeah. I think that would be amazing. Maybe this is just like a wish that I would love to see it come true. Like he just pops up randomly. And
that would be smart.
Any movies, yeah.
Could you imagine if he did that in a... Deadpool is Marvel.
Yeah.
So what if he made a cameo in a DC movie?
Like, oh man! Like but he'd be the kind of character that would nobody would blink.
He could pull it off.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Like
hilarious.
Oh, I'm in this terrible movie, and they get
because he was in Green Lantern.
Yeah,
and he's in Marvel, so it's like it's not that far of a stretch. And they made references to that in the Deadpool movies. Yeah. You know, so it's like we'll see what happens. Again, that's a bit of a long shot rumor, but I think it'd be fun. So let us know in the comments. Or email us if you would love to see Deadpool taking over some cameos in Marvel movies. And what movies you think he would be good in to cameo in.
Yeah, and if you guys got any type of stuff, because it's that time of the day where normally we do a fan letter.
Oh, I've got a few fan letters here.
Do you really?
Did you not? You don't check the emails, do you?
No, not really.
I need to give you access to the account because I'm tired of getting and trying to respond to all of them that are addressed to you.
It's to me.
Yes, Wilma has multiple emails a day.
I swear.
And I just have to pick
one of them. I feel like she's
them.
married to Barney Rubble.
I don't know.
No, that's Fred Flintstone. My bad. Barney Rubble's wife's name is
Betty.
Betty, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Wilma.
Wilma, yeah.
Oh, what's she got to say, that old hag?
I don't know. So, today's fan mail comes. First one. I don't know if we've got any more. If you logged in yet? First one comes from Wilma. Again, this is just one of the many that she sends in. She says, John Carter, is that your real name? That's all she left it at.
Yes, it is.
There you go, Wilma.
That's all I'm going to say because there's more to that story. But yes, it is my real name.
She's going to want to, all right.
I can just see her at her laptop and throwing her ball of yarn on the floor.
There you go. There is your answer.
Wow, that was a good one. That's probably my favorite one so far.
One more. All right, this one is from Joan.
Wait, Joan's your girl.
Yeah, but she's talking about you today.
Is she mad because I made fun of you or something?
Probably. She is. I can't tell. Emails are so hard to read the intention behind it.
Maybe that was her that hit me upside the head with her ball of yarn yesterday. That was walking on a trail.
You got hit in the head with the ball of yarn.
Well, first I'm sure it was. I didn't see it. All I heard is oh my back, and then boom, I got hit in the head. That means like how older people when they throw they hurt their back.
Well, that explains why it came from like a hospital.
Oh,
yeah, like it has like the thing at the bottom.
Tell me what she said.
Dear John Carter.
Of course.
Sorry for hitting you with the ball of yarn. I was aiming for somebody else.
She was aiming for Wilma. They both were throwing at me. Well, it hurt.
Please visit me when you can. I would love to discuss some ideas with you. See you next time. Or maybe I'll see you sooner.
So you sent me the login information.
Yeah.
I just got in.
Okay, good. Yeah,
and apparently,
you see all of them.
Yeah, and apparently Joan found my personal email.
Oh man, that's scary.
This is what she said.
I'll put that out there.
Said John Carter, LOL. What did I just say? LOL.
She does type weird.
Yeah, so, LOL.
It's the concussion she got.
It's my concussion. I need to go to the hospital. That was her plan her whole time.
You're going to join her in the hospital.
Yeah. She said, hey, Joan here. So I'm in the hospital, and I know I told you to come by, and sorry for the ball of yarn, but could you bring Brody along with you? I got some sick, awesome fruit pudding. That's all she said.
Well, I'm sold. Let's go.
So
after this, we're going to go and visit Joan.
You want some of Joan's fruit pudding?
I don't know what that is, but it's pudding.
She's concussed. Anyways, guys, I think we're done for the day. It's been a great episode. One of my faves, for sure.
Absolutely. And if you want to write in to the fan mail, let us know. You can get that link in the show notes. We would love to hear from you guys.
And continue to be patient because we got a Facebook group under construction. We're going to be creating
big things in the works.
Yeah, big things in the works. Going to be creating a website hopefully soon so that you guys can have easy access to us.
All of it.
And etc. But yeah, this is John and Brody, and we're out.
Do you guys eat meat?